Because this isn't the end of the level.
All right, shoot these two. And
What?
The engineer.
What do you mean, shoot these two?
Don't
Is this
you
the right
dare
or
give me
something?
lip, soldier.
Yeah, Duke.
Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here. Anna.
I know those legs.
Guys, it's us! Help us!
What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell, guys?
What are you doing here? Talk about
That's a good question,
This will
idiot.
mean court-martial for all of you.
All right, everyone, shut up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
Why does this gas mask have no air on it?
You're
There's no,
working for
shouldn't it be
them?
an air thing
The
on? Or
bastards
maybe it's just
shot
different
our
type.
Quiet!
I don't know much about gas masks. I could just be wrong.
Doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left.
Be
Sir.
quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There,
What
in
is
the
Anna
ravine,
talking about,
there are
sir?
people.
Yes, what they said.
Dead! All of them!
Everyone shut
Women,
up.
children!
I'll tell you all later. Everything. Gramps, what's going on out there? Down
Gramps
this road.
says
The road
Miller.
is fine, at least until 100 click mark. Is there a safe place to stop nearby? Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser.
The what?
Right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and they can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related
That
to
officer's doing a very good job of being like, what the fuck are you talking about, without having any face.
Artyom, Anna, they are with us. Orderlies, no one behind.
Damn right, Sam.
All right, Spartans.
Then who?
Throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Be happy you guys get to live.
Let's catch some air.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm so glad the boys supported us.
Me too.
It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either.
I mean, I'm not that surprised. If they didn't tell you, I doubt he'd tell anyone else.
Burnt to a crisp in the war.
Yeah.
But they just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them!
Yeah.
While you
Well,
were getting irradiated on the surface, my
at least now we're finally
gonna
gonna find some there new.
lying to you.
We just gotta look forward
to
now, Anna.
everyone, the whole
I know.
fucking world, and not even batting an eye.
He thought it was for the better. He believed the lie. That everyone outside was dead. And we're still at war. Oh! That's the cruiser. It's vibrating a little bit, that's odd. What? Whoa, okay. What was that? Come out of your train immediately. Shouldn't there be more time between warning and gunfire?
Is this what you were hoping
How is this his fault? You knew
He does say that's a warning shot, but still. Oh, I guess that one is too. You good, buddy? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, fuck. Are you okay? Yeah.
Yeah, what he
Just
said.
a scratch.
Okay, okay.
But I must warn you, our brakes are not in great condition.
Hey, yeah, that's why. How would Miller know that? How would Miller know that and not your Mac?
Finally,
I guess your Mac probably told him.
now, keep braking to a stop.
Yeah.
Well, grenades will barely scratch their paint, so not enough explosives.
What?
Unless we put everything we have in their firebox.
Okay, who's getting on the train?
Colonel, sir.
Sounds like Duke wants to.
Pointing the volunteers here.
It's not a volunteer if you get a point.
Why Artyom?
Because he started it all, and he better do something about it.
Not true.
Leap over as soon as
Technically.
you sort out.
Maybe.
I will
Kind of.
start in the meantime.
Alright.
Is that you, Yakov?
Okay.
Miller, there's nowhere
Big
to
stuff.
go. You've never been out here. We have.
We weren't going to go far. Just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets
Yeah,
down.
everything's
And you just opened fire.
expected.
Will
Yeah,
you let us
what the
go
fuck?
if we stop?
Just trying to go for a trip.
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You do understand the charge?
Game's not
you're facing,
perfect.
right?
Still good.
Desertion, treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me?
well.
A traitor?
You tell me.
We'll find the next
where
ones
you
until
taking
after we
that
board the train.
On a simple joyride? No. now. I see only one answer. You've been fought and you're running back to your masters.
So the verdict has already been passed.
Great.
We won't even see a trial.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, man? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple?
Plans, treason.
Nap time.
We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us and you...
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my
Fill up on
life to
oxygen.
my people, my country. I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
Knock out.
Alert! Enemy on the train! Alert!
He's supposed to surrender. After dealing with them silently and non-lethally, he surrenders. Oh, I wasn't silent enough. He saw me. I didn't expect him to look.
My whole life.
Things are going to be much more difficult once I join the next section, and it makes me do,
Damned if I give it to parasites like you.
Man, can't rush them anymore either. Used to be able to rush them a lot better than that. I don't want to shoot my bullets.
My whole life.
And there's really no reason for it other than I'm trying to save ammo.
I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
Are they mad? Escape? Where to? There's nothing around.
They surrender. Or don't. That's fine too. Great. Alright. The next spot that gets auto-saved is a little ways in. So let's keep going. There's only one more letter to get. The Commonwealth of the Stations of the Ring Line. Treasury. Lieutenant Colonel Tubman. Special Mobile Strike Force Commander. Colonel, I have confirmed the emergency remittance of 6,000 military-grade 7.62 rounds to 200 round belts as per the requisition, Form 76435. You submitted, but I must remind you that the imminent consequences should this transaction not result in a resounding success. Your operations, although not devoid of certain flair and thus tending to be reviewed favorably, have been consistent strain on our budget. The present remittance is an overdraft allowed only due to the credit of trust your record has granted you, and will be scrutinized up at the nearest board meeting. If you understand that this time you positively must produce a satisfactory return on this investment. Yeah, this thing's not coming back with all that ammunition, so nope. Break number one. Yeah, it's fine. No reason to worry. Sure we're not falling. Bye-bye. You can let that go with them still in it, and they'll be like, huh?
Good job, Artyom. Keep going.
We're getting closer. Units made and ready.
Just want to make sure. I'm pretty sure the next one is after in the last train. Yeah, okay. So the next one, I'm just going to hit shift right now. Oh, it's not going to do it. Okay. Usually when I... Oh. Weird. Usually if I alter shift tab, things get weird. Next time I go to try and use shift or tab again. But tab doesn't seem to actually be registering, so maybe it just hasn't worked yet. Whoa! They're not used to them seeing me. That's what happens when you stop for too long. Whoops! But I think it auto-saved right there. Ah, it's right before the push in. Okay. Do. If I can get the headshots, I can kill all these people and take all the ammunition, but I think the problem is because I was hitting shift, it was making my character stand up and run, and they heard the actual footsteps. And if I just crouch there, I'll be fine. Push through here. And break number 2. Bye-bye, friends. That's an achievement. Doing that to both of them gets you an achievement. That man disappeared.
Why didn't you? I'm shooting you personally through your forehead, you
Okay.
damn rebel!
Good luck.
Get our visible target! Next quest, chief! Fire!
Hartfield, come on! They're going to tear us to pieces!
My accuracy is not quite as pinpoint as I would like it. I'm a little bit off. Hello, scope. What? Fine. Hello, final note, I guess. Yasha, they're onto something. I could swap 2 belts. They kept too close. I could only swap 2 belts. They kept too close a watch. Make sure you spend them, because they'll be taking the whole shipment back to the treasury this time. This gig was fun while it lasted. Time to split before we're put on the red list. Oh. Oh, I'm full up, I guess. T. Q. Don't need Q. I still don't need more oxygen. Fuck yes. Alright, so I should be good to just keep going now and not have to worry about any more fighting.
Don't shoot!
Off you go.
I do this over.
I'm not gonna kill you, buddy. Good. Godspeed to you. You can do this. Oh, we can't do shit, eh? Alright. You sure that's the... I didn't kill him. He killed him. But I don't know if he had any better options than that. I'm sure the other side, he could have gone out the door, or he jumped off the back. I don't know, man. He's probably fine. He went under the train. There's there's a gap. He could have... He knows. He works on a train. He knows what he's doing. Right? He definitely wouldn't have survived that. And I'm pretty sure the commander who's directly above that is also dead.
Oh my god, Artyom! Thank goodness you're okay!
Yeah. We did it. That's the actual end to the mission called Moscow. And also,
Now we are not just traitors.
Artyom's
We are
final
honest to
goodbye
our enemy saboteurs.
to Moscow.
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters.
I'm going to include this because the winter
They are all in
section's
the
not
green.
that big.
As if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers.
Yeah.
And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Well, that's subjective.
Why the long face?
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where
Yeah.
everybody can help but wonder, what next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, more or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your
Well,
counter
no one's got
functioning?
gas
Have you
masks
checked it?
on. It's probably fine.
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stefan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Yeah.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you? The orders, Commander. Explain something at least. You owe us that.
Yup.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The
There has
war
been too
did
many of
not
them.
end.
I don't think
What
that's
do you
true.
mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead.
Does that mean we have to be worried about Sam, the American, on our team?
The system
Yes.
was created.
I don't.
A network of radio
Don't feel
jammers
worried about him at all.
covering Moscow and suburbs, so that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs
Me.
down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Me?
Could you not
Well,
have shared that before?
to be
Said
fair, we
before
actually
Artyom
didn't.
took
The
that
choice
radio
was-
outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, You die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I agree with Idiot.
But, Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now.
All right.
So give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we are traitors in the eyes of command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow.
There's no way to get allowed back.
Who even needs a trial?
Not that I found
The
anyway.
case is so clear. There's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Fortunately, I don't speak Russian.
What are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I want to listen to this first, but we found the station.
Not at all. They are command.
Are
sure
you
about that?
sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If
What Anna has just said is absolutely true.
You'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there is nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
It's Eric.
Wait a moment, what was that? Listen, everyone.
Area 18-5. I repeat, proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 181.
Hey, Miller. If the war's still going on, and we needed jammers around Moscow in order to protect Moscow from the enemy, why is the Ark broadcasting a rally point position just wide that the enemy can also see?
So, is this what you had in mind?
Because that seems unlikely.
This is it. The Ark project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything.
Which is still against everything you've believed right up until this point, and you're going way gung-ho into following another military leader the same way you did at Moscow, Miller. This, this is the exact same problem again, Miller.
What out, Colonel? Sir.
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. Do you think I'm dead?
I guess we'll deal with it when we come to it then.
Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
Sorry, I got a bit of a cold, so my nose is still stuffed up.
We should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Everything needs names, right?
Nah, go to hell!
Let's not call it Anna. I don't want to ride my wife while I'm riding my wife.
Come
How
on!
about Aurora, the Roman goddess of dawn and a cruiser of, you know what?
That's better.
Not bad. I like it.
Yeah, Aurora sounds good.
Beautiful name.
Sounds okay, but a cruiser of what?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's this.
I don't actually remember.
Let's drink to Aurora.
Ah, Aurora was a Russian cruiser known for its involvement in the October Revolution,
Hey,
nowadays a
Artyom,
museum
let's
ship.
Take a look at that map.
That's cool.
Alright, we had a round that should
The walkthrough I'm reading recommends to Google the October Revolution if you're interested in deeper references.
Wow, that's some distance.
Hello,
I
Yamak.
wonder how long it will take.
Would recommend. Sounds like it could be interesting. If that's the thing you want to if that's a thing you're interested in, do it. Okay, we don't want to do that first. We want to listen.
I was expecting an arrow from a Cupid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
Ah, don't worry. There'll be more ugly motherfuckers to give you arrows in the future.
Because I know you.
Okay. What's up, Miller? Oh, sure, I'll smoke. I'll smoke the money.
What's done is done. Yes, I didn't stop you from going outside. Yes, I tried to talk you out of it.
Yup.
Yes, I didn't tell you we're not the only ones to survive. But
Correct.
Even I didn't have the clearance. Not back then. This is a state secret. Do you understand? I've been granted clearance only after a fight to protect the D6. They said they needed me to teach their recruits because the war was still on. Don't you think I was shocked?
Yeah.
What did our people in D6 die for? What did I lose my legs for? But I understood. Because the war was still on. Security was paramount.
But it's
Our
not
people
still on.
understood. Please,
That much is clear, that the war is still not going on. If it was, why would the Ark have the waves going?
You're a goddamn Prometheus, a messiah. You must lead the people out of the caves. Do you think you would have saved anyone? Remember that jammer? What if Moscow has been found out because of you? What if there are missiles inbound?
What if Moscow is now being told about the rally point that we're all getting sent to and people are finally being allowed to leave safely? Well, maybe not. Because they also haven't been receiving the radio broadcasts at all. They've just been jamming everything, which means they haven't received news from the Ark either. They've just been assuming. You want a pardon? What? God, you're just a military man through and through, eh? You bow to their whims.
I hope I am. Anyway, at least now we know where to run.
Do we?
So go back inside and take a look at the map. Our route is pretty obvious now.
Miller.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
What?
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
Quality. Okay. There's the note for Winter. Just grab that. How you guys doing?
Hello there, Artyom.
Hello, Tarkov.
It seems to me, whether it was
Tarkov.
intended or not, that our colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you.
Yeah?
We all remember the way you
Yes, I
fought back
could.
in D6. So no matter what lies
These are
ahead,
absolutely all gun
you're
parts.
here.
That's well
Count
done.
on us. Yeah, yes. As for me, I'm running a little inventory check.
With Stefan's help. It's good.
It is kind of cramped in here.
Yeah, it is.
I'm thinking of making something of a workbench. So
Good luck.
that's all the instruments we get, and everything else would be within arm's reach. With no workbench, you just lose small components.
Yeah, you do.
We'll use this place to work on the weapons. Cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff. Well,
Fair.
we have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage.
Yeah?
So,
It's because we're a
if you find
well-oiled
any
team.
weapons you'd like to keep, I'll
Good.
store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to exchange them. You'll get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt.
I believe you.
Boy, have I cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life. Factory and homemade too. Some of those were just amazing. So unusual.
Fair. Oh, you'll find some more. Don't you worry.
Weapon-related questions, I'm your man. And
He'll give you
weapons,
upgrades eventually.
They are like girls. They
Huh?
need attention.
Everyone needs attention, not just
You
girls.
clean your weapon well. You oil it. You check the ammo. Because these dirty ammo caps do get rusty sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you put your heart into it, the weapon never fails.
Oh, I do.
Well, I'll just finish oiling this one, then start on another.
Well, let's read the note we found. The only note in Winter. To Head of Shield Project Railroad Department. Zeleznik VM. Railway State Survey Report. Having conducted the Railway State survey as per your order, I can report that beyond the defense perimeter, the railway is in condition ranging from acceptable to good, thus presenting a security threat by providing a convenient way for the enemy to transport and supply their agents. On the other hand, within defense perimeter, the railway is worn down beyond acceptable state, which could lead to complete halt of a train movement along the most used lines in the nearest future, putting defensibility of Moscow in grave danger by disrupting our lines of supply and reinforcement transportation. Considering aforementioned, I hereby request that all available maintenance crews are sent to work on repairing the most damaged sections of the critically important lines, using the rails and cross ties from the lines beyond the 101 kilometer mark, from the center of Moscow, thus at the same time effectively denying the enemy the use of the railways leading into the city. Well, at least we managed to get out on the line that wasn't.
Andrei Ivanovich, how long have you been working with those jammer people for?
Yeah, how long, Yermak?
About a year, I guess. At first, they got me to sign up by singing of my experience helping people. Told me about weather stations and mutant migration observers. I was proud to be helping those. Then, about 2 months ago, they loaded a bunch of people onto my Aurora. The guards took them outside and came back alone.
Oh.
Told me they took the people to a nearby station, but I knew it had caved in years ago. A few days later, I was coming back from a run. Stopped the train, went and found those people. Soon they understood I saw that ravine. Fed me the usual lies about the spies and whatnot.
Did you believe them?
Well, it sure seemed safer to believe. But I just couldn't keep the charade up. Then the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to dies. The whole station dies with him if need be. So,
how very
that's how
Reich
it went. But
and
when
red.
I saw you, and then Artyom, I knew I wasn't alone anymore. You can't just keep these things in.
Now I understand why you helped us back then. Thank you.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
mention it. God willing, it don't end up being done in vain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you? Look, Artyom, you should at least get some of that fresh air. No mask. This is what you've always dreamed about.
Alright. Yeah, yeah. How you guys doing? Sam, Demir, Duke. It's cold.
So many shades of taste it has. Weird feeling, eh, my friend?
That's true. I guess we haven't really felt it.
How you took your mask off atop a stonking otar.
Yep.
You honed those missiles in on the dark ones. Was the air bitter then? Who knows though?
I didn't have time to think about it.
Those missiles, you'd probably never have climbed that building or received that signal. Life is weird. Huh? One random event drags another with it, like links in a chain. And you are pulling that chain out of a deep, dark well. The links emerge from the dark water. And what link is in that bucket that's on the end of the chain? That's a mystery. That's what I often think about when facing a choice. You can't drop the chain either. You always have to drink from that bucket. Well, bottoms up, I suppose.
I suppose.
So, how does it feel to be the Moses who yanked on this particular chain?
Heh. Feels good to not be alone.
All I ever did in life was carry out orders. Well, I'm not called idiot for nothing. Still,
I think it's because you're the smartest one here, idiot.
your chain.
Me too, buddy. Me too. How you doing, Sam? Demir?
Look, if there's no radiation, that means we can bring everyone out of
Yes.
Moscow.
Thank you, Sam.
It doesn't matter if there's radiation or not, Comrade American. The citizens of Moscow will have to stay put.
Why? We're just a short way from the city. And the radiation's gone.
Things might
But
have been that easy in your America. but
can the
life
children
is
get out
different
through the
in Moscow.
radiation field?
Even now, we woke up saviors of the metro, and by lunchtime, we're enemy spies, saboteurs, train thieves, and what for?
Yeah.
Something we thought was true turned out to be a lie.
We can come back, Sam.
Enough for them to want
We
us.
can come back. We just gotta find somewhere first.
Must have known that we could live up here. But the public didn't know that. Who'd want to stay down in the metro if we told them?
Miller, apparently.
We cannot tell them. If they are ready to make mincemeat out of old ladies and kids to keep their secret, what do you think will they do to you, Uncle Sam? Huh? We can't
And me.
go back.
I'd go with you, though.
Remember the jammers? And even if you pull a perfect round ball and break through back into the metro, do you expect them all just believe you and go, yes, Moses, lead us out of this Egypt? Can you even imagine the death toll? Take your average station
Catastrophic.
guards. Even if the Hansa guards didn't shoot them, how far would they get? Right to the
I
nearest
guess
little
look here
demo
so the
site.
subtitles aren't really
We are
blocked
safe
as much.
here, speeding along on this Eastern Express.
It doesn't really cover
They
much.
are not as lucky. Not at all.
What if there was a proper evacuation?
I don't think we can do that, buddy.
And who would do that? Hansa's people? The ones who
Yeah.
kept us under lock and key for 20 years?
Hey, let's ask the Riker, the Red. They... Oh, wait, we wiped them out. Never mind. Good.
Getting the people out of Moscow is not the end of it. You have to settle them somehow.
Yeah, we have nowhere to settle. Shelter.
I do get where you're coming from, but this matter is way more
Yeah,
complex
we need to
than it
find
seems.
somewhere where we can take them all first.
I guess you're right. All this
Still too
clean air
cold
into
here.
my head.
Yeah. I want to save the kids too,
Wait, does this mean
Sam.
the Colonel was in the know?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Does seem to suggest that. Besides, he led negotiations with Hansa. Where would we be without them after the D6 debacle? They give us weapons and recruits to replenish our losses.
Yeah.
We, on the other hand, our competence does not stretch beyond thinking cozy thoughts and keeping the fools in the metro from killing each other off. Remember, it's not us.
Yeah. If not us, then
You
who?
are too smart for your own good, idiot.
Yep. It's a fucking curse, isn't it, idiot?
Hey, Demir, I've been thinking. How far are we gonna go?
No masks needed. The railroad runs through the whole country. As far as we want, I reckon. As for Yamato,
I feel like the railroad probably leads out of the country too. From the town.
No, I mean, how far can we get with the fuel we have? What's this machine's mileage?
That's a good question.
aha, that. Yeah, it's certain there is a coal gas on this thing. But then again, there should be coal stores at every station. And if we don't find any, we can still burn firewood.
True, and there's wood. Trees survived. That's good news. Is that it then? Is this the entire conversation?
Face, Demir.
Oh.
You see, I made a mistake of stocking up on filters.
Oh.
Why
Don't
would
worry,
you
you'll need 'em.
burn A whole bunch of MREs for the same ammo, or a new hazard suit. I wish I could know there'd be no need for them.
Oh, there's always going to be need, buddy.
Corporal sold them way too hard. That bastard. Get them while they last. She even gave me a book as a free extra. Quotations from Chairman Mao.
Oh, Chairman Mao.
Mao?
Yeesh.
Anyway, here I am like a fool with the stupid book and the filters, while we could really use that new grade ammo now.
Yeah.
You never know who or what we might meet.
Yes, but there's no longer the bullet currency, so there's no longer using that as special fire bullets. But there is other special fire bullets now.
Which we might encounter.
No more military grade ammunition.
So far, we just seem to be fighting our own.
Anna's pulling no punches this time.
That's my girl.
Perhaps she shouldn't have. It's not like the Colonel understands everything. Who's in the right here?
Whoever's not wrong, obviously.
Phew. And who's that idiot?
Who's not wrong then?
Yeah.
He who does nothing and says nothing too.
Give me a break. Who's in the right now?
Everybody is.
brother. And nobody.
Yeah.
I shouldn't
That's-
have asked.
He's right.
I am not bothered when I'm not understood. I am bothered when I don't understand.
Fuck, man. Preach. Exactly. I understand idiot way better than I do a lot of other people. What can I say? Alright. It's good talking to you guys. Good breathing air. Which is a new experience. Kind of. I wonder if Anna and Yermak finished their conversation. Nope.
So, how did you like that fresh air?
Sorry.
Out of this world, isn't it?
It's pretty great.
I thought I'd ask Yermak about where we're headed next.
Yeah, what do you know?
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
It's all right. Don't worry.
So the I'm sorry I interrupted, it's alright, don't worry. It can happen at random if I were to walk away, so that can be repeated. And I like that they have that. So that way you can butt into middle of conversation sometimes. Miller, could you not?
Round all day, round and round, and no real distance either. It used to take less than 30 minutes to make the lap. So I kept dreaming about how good it would be to just leave the metro and work on a real railroad.
Well,
Travel around Russia, not to run in circles like a rat in a maze.
well, dream come true, I guess.
My wife wouldn't let me. We had kids too.
Oh,
When I'd start going on about the railroad, about my dream, she'd stop sleeping with me for months in protest.
sound familiar, Anna?
But when
Maybe.
Moscow got hit,
Actually, I think she's got more of a sex drive than I do, so probably not.
we're at home. I was working that day. Irishka was waiting for me in the metro,
Lights.
returning from cram school. So we survived together that day. But in the end, I lost her too. TP. You know how it goes.
TB. That's gonna
I'm
come up
driving
again.
here and talking to Tatiana in my head. See,
At least you're
I
not
say,
alone.
You couldn't stop me for good after all. Here I am. On the real.
Or you could look at it as she's with you now, watching over you as you go.
Tanyusha. I'm sorry I got so emotional there.
Hey man, it's
Oh,
allowed.
it's my fault. I'm really sorry.
No one is at fault for emotion.
And thank you for telling me.
Emotions are normal. You're allowed to have them.
Hey, Artyom. Is there any music on the air?
Good question. I think there was. I'm not gonna check though. Instead, let's head on to the Volga, where we're gonna finally see a whole new
After all
kind
those
of
years in the
weather.
underground, the air at the surface seemed incredibly
And a
fresh,
whole new biome.
intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker in the Urals.
In the Urals.
For 20 years,
2
we thought
hours
that
of
neither
filming,
the
but
government
we got
nor
here.
military high command had survived. Turns out they're still around.
Oh,
Where were they while we were
Undead.
eating each other alive in the metro? We'll have a lot of questions for them once we reach Yamantau. If we reach it.
Choice of words.
The ruins of our country are under enemy control, according to Miller. And we'll have to fight through to our goal. A small team against the occupation armies? What are the chances that we'll succeed? That we'll get some answers?
Low with that odds, but what if there are no occupying forces? What if there is no occupying army?